A very good evening and welcome to Embuni News Broadcast, where we are your voice. And today we are on a Wednesday, and welcome to our show for today, Wednesday Wellness, where we host Matters Health, Matters Wellness on health. And today we are very privileged to have a guest on our studios today, and we will be talking about traumas, healing from our past traumas. And did you know that unhealed traumas can cause lack of sleep, and even digestion cannot go so well? And so come with us even as we start on this journey on finding the right space to heal our traumas and to be able to discover our traumas as well. And so let us welcome our guest for today. Yes. Hello.
Hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
Now introduce yourself for us.
I'm Mura Faith, a third-year student in the School of Law, a passionate peer counselor.
Wow.
I'm in the counseling club where we work with people, we journey with them through their painful moments. We be the listening ear, we don't judge.
Yeah.
And I'm privileged to be here. Yeah.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and even coming to our studios for today. Today we are talking about healing from our past traumas and even finding them as scars and promoting them to another level of being our strength. And so for your definition, how would you define a trauma to be?
Okay, personally I define trauma to be emotional wounds that are brought up by experiences or tragic experiences that we encounter in our daily activities. I can use an example of loss, violence, or even domestic violence, assault, and physical abuse. This contributes to how we view things, how we carry ourselves, and our capability of trusting people again because of the fear of our past, and how we relate to others becomes a challenge because of the triggers. We say that trauma is not about the experience, but what the impact that it left to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And so many of us think that an example of loss is just, you lose someone that you love and it's just that. But do you know that loss brings about traumas that just be in your life, and it just lowers you down? And so these are some of the things that we are here to talk about. We are here to talk on the processes, on the steps on how to heal them. And so to our next question, do you think that everyone experiences trauma differently?
Yeah, a solid yes. I'll say that everybody experiences trauma differently because you are of different personalities, characters, and people experience different traumas. The way I'll maneuver loss, the way another person will maneuver assault, domestic violence, it's so different because we are different.
Yeah.
The personality and how we take in things will also make a significance in your process of healing.
Wow, I love that. And so now we want to come to that process of healing. And so what does healing mean to you? Now, is healing forgetting? Is healing forgiving? Or really finding a place where you just find you have peace? What is healing when it comes to trauma?
Okay, when it comes to trauma, I strongly believe that healing is not forgetting, but getting to a point that you will accept things how they are without accepting doesn't necessarily amount that you're approving to what happened to you, but you're finding peace within yourself to accept, get your inner peace, and try on how to get ways to maneuver through the pain and the experiences that you're going through. So I can basically say that it's not forgetting, but it's trying to find peace within yourself and trying to be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and not blame yourself. Do not say that I was at fault, but accepting the reality and trying to see what you can do to heal.
Wow, I love that. And I love that even you are a peer counselor, and I know that you have gotten a lot of people who come to you and tell you, I'm going through this and this and this. Now, how can you define that really someone has started that healing journey, you as a peer counselor?
Okay, as a peer counselor, I'll be able to identify that someone has already started healing when they are openly talking about their past experiences, their hardships, their pain, without experiencing the wound, without feeling the fresh wound in themselves, without feeling the pain again. When they openly speak about it without anger, without fear, you'll notice that they are ready.
Yeah. So viewers, as you have heard, when you start speaking about that trauma that you're going through, it is a sign that yes, you have started healing. And so to our next question, now, how is it important that self-awareness or therapy is a key factor when it comes to healing? Okay, most of us, when we go through, I will use loss a lot because all of us go through that process. We lose our loved ones, and so some of us, when we lose our loved ones, we basically just want to isolate ourselves and just be by ourselves. But we have to understand that self-awareness is very, very important when it comes to some things like loss, because you can go so much or so deep into loss that you even don't recognize yourself anymore, and that becomes a trauma. So it is to this question, how important is self-awareness or therapy in that healing journey?
Self-awareness is key in the journey of healing, and therapy also is very key. We'll start with self-awareness. There is a process that is called introspection. Introspection is a process where you analyze your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, to get a clear picture of what happened. By examining your thoughts, examining your emotions and feelings, you are able to capture the triggers, the what happened and how it caused that pain that you are nursing right now and the wound. And therapy is where you go when the trauma is so extreme that you cannot handle it by yourself. You can start a counselor where you go, you are given the tools. So now to handle it, they journey with you, and they enable you to feel the safe space and to learn to accept things how they are and to move on with your life.
So some of us, and even most of us who are listening to us today, we are so fearful of going to the peer counselors or going to therapy. And so how can family and friends come now to this space where you are going through this trauma? How can they support you through this healing journey?
Family and friends and even the therapist can be of a great significance in helping us through the journey, but we have also a big role to play, whereby to be a support system, we have to be active listeners, we have to uphold confidentiality, we have to be there, we have to be patient with those people who are trying to nurse their wounds, to those people who are going through that traumatic experiences. In counseling, we say that we don't dismiss how you feel. We don't dismiss your emotions, your feelings. We are there to validate you. We are there to tell you it's okay to feel the way you are feeling. It's okay to feel the pain. It's okay to cry it out. So the support system, the friends, they have to be there. They have to uphold confidentiality. They have to be there. They listen. They be patient with you, and they assure you that things are going to work out.
Yeah, that is very, very true. And so, you as a peer counselor, we come to you and we have some serious issues. Now moving from loss, we now come to someone coming to you and telling you, Maura, I have been raped, and so I have this trauma, and there's an amount of trust that someone has to have for you so that they can come to you and tell you, I'm going through this and this. And so to this question, what is the role of trust when it comes to recovery or healing in this, when someone is going through a traumatic episode or a traumatic time?
That's a very good question. Trust is central in healing. And to be able to reach a point of opening up, you have to be able to trust someone. You have to be ready to build relationships again. So in this process, we have a process called encounter transparency and transparency. These two things enable us to be able to be authentic. I'm sharing my story, you are listening, you are authentic. You are feeling my pain. I know you cannot feel it fully, but you are there in my shoes, trying to show me that indeed you are supporting me. So I can say that trust is central because it is from the trust level that I'll be able to share my experiences. If I trust you, I'll be able to know that you won't judge me. You listen to me without being judgmental. You listen to me without going out there to share my experiences. So trust is very key.
And I love how you have said that you come into my shoes. That is empathy. And so empathy is very, very important when it comes to recovery or the healing process. And so when we go through this time, I want to believe that we have to set boundaries. Is that
Very
correct?
true.
That is very, very correct. And so what are some of the boundaries that we should set when we are going through this process of recovery?
Then I'll say when you're starting to build those boundaries, you should be able to learn to say no. You should be able to learn how to protect your personal space. Some people are scared of saying no to their friends because they are wondering, if I say no, what will happen next? But if you're ready to heal, you have to set those boundaries because everybody going through that pain desires an environment, a place of peace, a place that they can heal, where they feel accepted, where they feel that nature is aligning with them. So I can say that the trust is key, and to build those relationships also is key.
Okay. And okay, some of us go through trauma when we are very young, maybe from our family issues, maybe from things that people did to us. Maybe I can take a very good example of people who go through rape or sexual abuse, maybe from when they were young until now. Can you say that healing, or rather, let me read this question. Do you believe that healing is a lifetime journey or something that ends? Because people say that because this thing was done to you when you are very, very young, now you are a full grown woman, then why is it giving you trauma? So is it something that ends, or is it something that is a journey that you have to go through with it each and every day of your life, even if it takes until the last breath? Because as we are saying, healing is a journey. So do you believe that it should take a long time to heal, or should it just end?
I stated the point that when someone is healing, they need, those people will be patient with them. That means that healing is a process and healing is a lifetime process. Simply because as you grow up, as you evolve, you get to understand things differently. And at some point I said that trauma, acceptance is not approving that it was right for you to do this to me. It was not right for me to suffer this loss, but accepting so that you can free yourself, you can free your thoughts from denial. When you're away from denial, you'll be able to start this journey. So what I'll say that is that healing is a lifetime process. Every day you heal. Every day you'll get a chance to feel your inner peace.
True.
So I can say healing ends a journey. And it doesn't end.
And so you are very much encouraged to go and seek therapy, to go and talk to the peer counselors if your case is very, very severe and it seems that it's lowering you down, it's making you not to do some activities, making you to your self-esteem to go very, very low. So come and consult, come and talk to the peer counselors, to the therapist, so that you can seek help. And remember that healing is a journey. Trauma is something that, yes, it's bad, but come and talk to them. They will guide you, they will give you the steps so that you can continue healing. And so we want to wind up our conversation of today. It is not a very long conversation, but don't worry, we will have a part 2 very, very soon on this. And the last question, or the last thing I would like you to tell our viewers is, what message would you give someone who has just started their healing journey?
The message I'll pass out there is that you can do this. You got this. You are stronger than that traumatic experience. And we are in support of you. We are here to listen. And it takes that one step. Do not fear. Approach your fears. Every day affirm yourself that even if things happen, I'm still strong. I can still grow out of this. So I can tell that person out there that you can heal through that process. You can be confident once again, and you can live a healthier life, and be able to build even friendships. Being able to trust people, and being out there to advocate that indeed I was through this, but indeed I've walked through it, and I can attest that it's a journey that was worth it.
And so, because we are in the university, and some of us are comrades, actually not some of us, all of us are comrades, the majority are students. And so as students, we go through a lot. So are you open to render your services of peer counseling to some of our students who are viewing us, or rather people who will come to see this video one day? Are you open to coming to hearing someone's story, as a peer counselor? That is rather your place of professionality. Are you open to hearing other students, working with them through this journey to make it short? And how can the students contact you, or rather, how can they find the peer counseling group or the peer counseling, like the other people who you are working with? How can they find you?
Okay, I'm open to listen to you. As a peer counselor, I stand there to be an active listener, and I'm a listening ear. I won't judge you, and I'll ensure that you walk the journey together. We have a peer counseling club in the University of Embu. Come there. We have so many counselors, peer counselors who listen to your story and who are there to render support unto you. If your problem is beyond our control, we have our patron, Dr. Atuma, who is a counselor in the school. We can also refer you to him, because where we cannot manage, we have people who can do that.
That's very, very true. I want to say a very big thank you for coming to our show tonight and telling us things that we did not even know concerning trauma. And I am very, very happy to invite you again and come to speak more about this topic.
I'll be glad to come back and discuss and more other topics.
Thank you so much for coming. And to our viewers this evening, thank you so much for tuning in and interacting with us via our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I have been your host, Shekaina Mutheu. See you on the next one. Ciao.